with 19 points in total with total damage of 2,315. HORAA Esports, they are way too close from claiming that first spot in the overall standings. One bad game from Raw and HORAA Esports can topple them over. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, you guys all know the tradition. Now it's time for us to toss to a short commercial break. You guys don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Frozen Kingdom updates. Residents of Erangel, are you having a great time at the Frost Festival? In this season of miracles, come and see what new surprises await in the Frozen Kingdom. Flying reindeer. In the beautiful snowy village, you'll come to discover a new vehicle exclusive to this season, the sleigh. Don't forget to split up with your teammates to find the reindeer and connect it with the sleigh. With that, you'll unlock the magical flying reindeer. Ride it with your teammates and soar up to 10 meters above the ground and enjoy a panoramic view. If you want to acquire the flying reindeer even faster, head to the Lucky Ice Tower and be the first to ring the bell. A beautiful flying reindeer will respond to your call by descending from the sky. Surprise stockings. Moreover, there are many magical changes in Snowy Village. Find the surprise stockings on the walls inside houses and interact with them according to the hints from the phonograph. With that, you'll unlock additional supplies. Festive tree. Presents will also grow on the large fire tree in the center of the village. Admire its beauty as you pass by. Don't forget to shoot the presents, as there might be another surprise waiting for you. Soar high in a frosty fight. We're sure you are itching for the new snow battles. For more updates on the Frost Festival, be sure to follow our official PUBG Mobile community. See you next time.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. You guys are watching PMCO South Asia 2023. My name is Shadow. Alongside me is Fritz. And Fritz, just now, HORAA Esports, they got a beautiful winner chicken dinner for themselves. And Raw Esports, they were performing so good in the map of Miramar yesterday. And suddenly, they find themselves at the bottom in this one.
Yeah, it's kind of something that Raw has been doing. Performs good on one map and then suddenly drops on the other game. But it's fine. They're on top. They should be still having a lead of what, like 5-6 points against Team HORAA, because they got that chicken and now they are on the second spot. We just saw them on the second spot overall. So that was great job done by them. Miramar, again, one of the maps where we thought we might see a new victor, and that's what happens. HORAA Esports comes in and gets that chicken. Even before the show started, me and Necro were talking about this, that these teams, HORAA Esports, on the 6th position at that time, we had Team AST. All these teams are very frag heavy teams which love to get those frags for themselves and consistently get those 7-8 points for them in every game. One good game could just propel them to good heights, and that's exactly what has happened over here. HORAA being consistent throughout yesterday, being consistent even in the first game today, has now helped them reach that second spot. And if they're able to continue this way, they could really be looking forward towards that top spot. So it is a great thing for HORAA Esports. Let's see if they're able to continue this forward or not.
Well, certainly, consistency is the key to success. We have always been saying this 100 times, repeat after repeat, that you have to be very consistent if you're able to manage those average points in every single game, you are definitely going to be in the top 5 or maybe on the top of the leaderboard. That is
Hmm.
exactly what HORAA esports are also doing. They've been consistent, and looking at the graph, especially in the map of Miramar, it has been linear since yesterday. The first Miramar yesterday
Yes.
didn't go so very well, but the second Miramar suddenly performed really good in the second Miramar yesterday, and today in the very first Miramar they get a winner chicken dinner. So with every game, HORAA esports, they are also rectifying their mistakes and coming back much stronger.
Yeah, all these. I mean, I have stopped looking at stats right now because they really don't make sense. The game just goes according to the flow, according to the play zone. But yeah, sometimes these things do happen. But before we move any forward, let's have a look at the MVP of the game, the player which had the most impact. Probably a player from HORAA, right? Yeah, we have Sky from HORAA
Yeah.
Esports. Not a very big number in terms of the elimination, but that does not do justice to him because my poor guy had 1,000 plus damage but only got two of those confirmations.
He was also playing the role of the scout because he was scouting the area. He had a different angle. He was a little far away from his teammates, providing all the information onto the opponents, that how they are rotating, which player, and they were also trying. He was also trying to pin down the opponent player. So he was doing so much to his team, and I'll take the liberty to say that he's the reason that HORAA esports got a winner chicken dinner in this one, in the final fight.
Oh well, that's definitely great for the players of Team HORAA. And now let's have a look at the other players who had an impact in the game, although were not able to be the MVP. So this will also clear out the story. I believe all the teams who ended up in top 5 will have a player each. We have Sky, who of course was the MVP. Kancha did more eliminations, but the damage was somewhere around his 670 mark. So it's fine. Kancha just got every confirmation, every knock that he had got. EST Zio, though, kill stealer, huh? Frag stealer, 6 eliminations to his name. Malik with 4, Yatauta with 4 as well. So all these players performed great. Let's have a look at the points that every other team got. HORAA, of course, you've seen them, 19 points to their name. A Droid 51. Long time no see for this team, but they finally show up to the occasion. Not in the best possible way, but at least they have 15 points to show.
And good rotations also were coming from the side of Adroit 51. They had the complete southern control in their favor. But speaking of POC, not a good performance. They need more points if they want to see themselves on the very first page of overall leaderboard. 4 points to their name. DRS Gaming, again, not a good game for them. Raw Esports were taken out pretty early in the game. Noob Alliance also with 0 points. FPG with just a single point. Raw MN with only 2 points. Undergang Slayers on the 12th spot with only 2 points to their name. So all these teams, they need to rank up really fast. They need to accumulate more points if they want to see themselves on the very first page of the leaderboard.
Yeah, that's true. They will have to perform in a great way. And now we will be moving on to the map of Erangel. Back at the defaulty map. Back, at least for me, back to the favorite map in this game. So would be fun to see which of these teams is going to end this out on top. It'll be really interesting to see if we do see another new team coming in with the chicken dinner, because HORAA, nobody expected them. We thought another consistent game from them, but this time around they did surprise us on this map of Miramar. Let's see if any more pleasant surprise await on this map of Erangel. Will be a fun one. Hopefully a fun game on Erangel. Would like to see a little bit of a consistency being thrown in once again by maybe Aegon XI8, maybe by the team of Roy Sports. These teams have played out consistently, so would like to see them back into action as well.
Let's see if they can come back into the action, because with each passing game, only 4 games are remaining, by the way, and
Yeah.
it's not going to be so easy. Or you have to be very consistent. Even if you are in the top 5, you have to be very consistent. You have to perform really good if you want to attain your spot or go more higher or propel yourself in the leaderboard. And teams who are on the bottom, maybe they can try and take a head-on fight with a team that is already on the top of the ranking.
All right, so here we go with this map of Erangel. The plane pass is not looking good for a lot of teams, because I did see a lot of teams dropping on the northern part of the map, but this time around the plane pass has started from military base, might just end somewhere near Stolber. Yeah, south of Stolber, Yazaya Poliana. So all those northern
Not
teams,
really
northern
Stolber,
sided teams,
but yeah, it is
south of Stolber.
going from military base towards the eastern side of Yasnia Polyana, and all the teams that like dropping in towards the western side, Georgopol, Hospital, Gatka, or even the Zarki, they have a long journey up ahead. So let's see how they are going to glide over there. But speaking of VIKINGxSS, military base has always been their residence, and that is exactly where they are dropping for now. Even Leo Esports heading somewhere towards the side of Gatka. FPG might be heading towards Quarry or Ferry Pier. So all these teams are already going to their drop location. Are you expecting any drop clash, Fritz?
I think I do. POC, they might just be in a fight with the players of Team GG, I suppose. Lower Repno is where both these teams are trying to go for that early drop. POC have already stopped towards the outskirts of the city, but GG will for sure continue towards containers. But at the end of the day, when you have to rotate, you will have to fight it out against the players of Team POC. So it will be fun to see which team comes out on top. Other than that, the circle this time around follows the plane path. Usually it bends the opposite direction, but this time around all these teams will have a little bit more time to loot for themselves and probably stay inside the zone as well, because most of them have already dropped in. I do see FPG still trying to figure out where do they want to drop. Ferry Pier is where one of their players is. Kiva and the others are going towards maybe Primorsk. So would be interesting for them. The rotation is going to be very simple too. They just have a clear road inside the zone, so should not be a problem. But yeah, that fight in Novo Repnoy, that's where I'd like to go.
Well, yes, certainly. In Novo Ripnoy, we have two teams, POC, one of them. And for POC, it is very important to have a good outing in this one because they are at the bottom of the leaderboard. Whereas for the players of GG, they're a decent outing in Miramar. And IUB, as always, he finds themselves surrounded by the opponent teams. He is always the first person to bring the knock. The thing with POC, which I have noticed today, is they're able to find that first knock onto the opponent, but as the fight progresses, somehow they crumble and they lose that fight, especially in the first Erangel also. So they have to be very careful that if you're engaging in a fight, you're able to get the first knock, you have to capitalize, and at the same time, you can't overcome it. That's something that POC needs to consider right now.
They also need to make sure that once they're ready for the fight, they surprise the players of GG. You cannot give away information and then try to start that fight, because I don't think so. Gunfight is the strength of POC. They've lost a lot of 3v4 fights against their opponents, so they really need to be careful in terms of who do they pick a battle with. It is going to be GG for sure, and GG is already ready. They're like, yeah, we know that one of the players, Dayubi, is already somewhere near to us, so let's just take care of him, and then the other players uh, could be taken care of a little bit later. Sairi, I believe, has spotted someone down. POC, Saigo was trying to get in a vehicle and try to provide some sort of a backup, but then he did not expect Sairi to be in such a position. The first knock comes in, and POC have already lost a player.
POC, big mistakes are coming in from the plus. First of all the players are so very segregated from each other, and the UB also goes down thanks to Farhad and his AKM. Confirmation point has already been made, and POC now they are left with only two players, where port position has also been compromised. Even the remaining two players are so far away from each other. In a 2v4 fight, I don't think POC winning this one. Maybe they can try and do some damage towards the side of GG, take down one player, but the chances of that happening are also very slim.
Ooh, Soulless. He is trying to spray in a random direction. I think he thought that there's some player in that particular squad house, but literally there's no one. He will get that remaining loot, but do they expect a player on the left hand side? I mean, Kailan has a off angle onto his opponent's core, being snuck upon by Sairi, and I think Sairi's already hurt core. He's cooking up an A. This could be deadly. This could be deadly, but he tosses it out in the wrong direction. Farhad gets knocked out by Kyle Han, but he's in a position where he can get that revival. Plus, look at this. Suki is already on his tail. Sairi is providing that backup fire. And I think so. Kyle Han is all alone. Cannot do much about this situation now.
He is trying to do something. Core, I believe he has got an M16. He needs to find a different weapon if you want to engage in a close frontal battle. But Kailan still trying his level best, as Sairi with a DBS in his hand is trying to close up the distance towards Core, who is already literally burning in the flames because of that Molotov. And Sairi puts an end to his misery, gets a confirmation point. 3 players already eliminated from the side of POC, and Kailan being the last one in a 1v4 situation. I don't see anything happening. I don't see him taking down any of the player of GG, as 3 plus are rushing towards him, puts an end. And with that, POC bids bye-bye on the 16th spot with no elimination point at all.
Now, this is what I was worried about. You did not even see a single team fight happening for the players of Team POC. All of them
Hmm.
went individually. One of the guys is completely lost, trying to drive a vehicle towards towards his opponents. There's no information being provided by Dayubi up top. He also falls with his back turned towards his opposition. A player burning down to a molly that was very, very well played, of course, I'd say. Uh, Tossing out the utility, tossing out the mollies, but that 1v1 got huge advantage for GG, and then the final player had no chance. So that's the problem with the players of Team POC. They're not indulging themselves in team fights, and they are forcing a lot of solo individual battles. I mean, it will give you a few kills, a few frags here and there, but at the end of the day, if you lose a player, if you lose a couple of players, and even win a team fight, that won't help you a lot. And in this case, you did not even get anything. So you'll be eliminated without any points, and the struggle for POC still continues. Let's see. I mean, not a lot of games left. The chances of comebacks were already slim when the day started, and now I guess it's almost down to zero. So POC could just try and play for some more extra points for maybe a better position, because with every extra position, you get some extra few dollars. So that could be something to work with. But yeah, POC out of the game. A51 on our screens right now. Had a good game on that map of Miramar. Let's see if they can replicate it on Erangel or not.
Communication is something definitely that POC needs to work on. But speaking of VIKINGxSS E a team from the Pakistan region, well, I'll take the liberty to say they are the kings of Pakistan region, because in the last PMPL season, in PMPL Pakistan, they were right on the top. We have seen the boys sticking together from a very long time. That's the reason they have good synergy. Falak, Uzn, Crypto, IQ, they have been sticking together from a very long time. And let's see if they can manage to have a good outing in this one. But speaking of Viking, in the map of Miramar, previously they were pretty much pinned down in a compound. They did manage to get good placement points, but not too many finish points. For now, they have a good compound. They're just waiting for the next circle shift.
All right. Well, now Viking. If we look at them, they're just holding. They're just waiting for the next 20 seconds, and as soon as the zone closes in, then they'll try to decide where to move in, where to move according to the zone shift. So that's fine. Not a lot of issue in that particular situation. Aegon XIA, they've already rotated towards the main island, and of course, why not? According to the circle, that's where the final few zones might take place. GG is still taking their sweet time. Um, I'd say a few more minutes have been given to them by the PUBG Mobile gods, because you still can stay on the Novo Rap Island for a few more minutes. But I believe GG should now, start moving towards the main island, because that's where the final circle might be. And especially if the final circle ends somewhere around farm, rotation for GG is going to be even tougher. As you already see DRS, Aegon XI8 moving towards that bridge area in the close proximity. You have a lot of small little compounds where these players can hide themselves and then shoot at you while you're trying to get towards the mainland. So it ain't going to be an easy game for GG. A1NB on the other hand, another team in which we had a lot of expectations, but they are yet to show up inside the zone for now. Looking for a better place, maybe, because they've already started to rotate. Maybe chase down the players of Team DXT.
Maybe they can try to do so. In the previous Miramar also, they had a decent outing. And for now, they're trying to find a good compound or a uphill angle that they can hold and gather a lot of information. But on the other side, we have Undergang Slayers also having a lot of information onto the players of Leo's. Leo totally unaware that someone is keeping a keen and close eye onto them. I don't see any time Undergang Slayers rushing towards the side of Leo's, but they can try and deplete their resources. But DRS also holding on to a very good compound near the bridge area. If any of the team like GG try to rotate, DRS can or might engage in a fight with them. But even DRS this season, they are not performing up to the expectations of their fans or supporters. Killer YT completely missing, XMPL also not having the best of the time. So maybe in this Erangel. But as far as I remember, Fritz, I think Sanhok has always been the strongest point or strongest map for DRS.
Oh, that I don't know, because in the past few seasons I haven't seen DRS perform that good on any of these maps. They just randomly pop off, I believe. Like they suddenly get a game where they'll get that chicken and then start to build some momentum on the back of it. But in this tournament, they are yet to find a game like that. Maybe this could be the change. This could be the one where they get back. It is a long shot, but hey, let's see. The zone is supporting them somewhere around farm, and they do have a good position. Also, did see them on the positive side of the kill feed. They just got a knock with that MP4. So maybe positives all around here. DXD for now, just taking a random fight with the players of Team Aegon XIA, suppressing them, exchanging a few shots here and there, forcing the players of Team Aegon XIA to respect their position is what they're trying over here. So yeah, nothing major. Even if DXD get a knock, they cannot act upon it because Aegon XIA is so very far away. So it's just chip damage battle over here going on,
Oh,
trying to get any sort of damage that you can, and yeah, nobody will just bandage himself up. So no problem in this engagement. Zone number 2 is also somewhere near the players of Team DXD, so they really don't have to move from here.
it's not Ignex Ayed or Yuji peppering bullets towards the side of Mighty and his teammate. I think it is someone else, a team on the uphill in the grey color, from where nobody took a lot
Oh,
of damage.
from
So they have
behind,
to be very careful of those third parties.
Viking.
Yes, exactly. Vikings were the one doing a third party. So Devil X Dragon, they have to be very cautious as A51 or also trying to surround their compound.
It's a very great compound. If you talk about it, DXD, that they have to defend because it's open from all the four sides. So any invaders, any players who decide to push in will also have to deal with the other third parties while DXD still stays in cover. So it should not be a problem. In the meanwhile, I do see the kill feed dancing a little bit down. They got excited fighting it out against the players of Team DRS. Even Raw Esports are taking a lot of damage in the form against the players of Team AST, and they themselves are getting third party. So a lot of teams fighting left and right. GG trying to make a move. Aegon XIA have already spotted them down. But lucky for GG that Aiku was not able to connect his prey.
But AST Slayer was able to connect his prey onto the players of 4 Raw as he takes down Arrow and might be looking for the confirmation. 4 Raw not in the best of the spot as Arrow is still begging for the help and AST players are literally surrounding the players of 4 Raw as one of the player in the back line is already there forcing Sanchi to reposition himself. Otherwise, he'll be the victim of those grenades or utils coming in from their side. Ajaya and Sanchir also in the battle of grenades as Ajaya on a sliver of HP, a very precise grenade coming in from Sanchir, forcing Ajaya to reposition. And the numbers advantage again with the players of Raw. A good grenade coming from Sanchir takes down not just one but two players from the side of ASD. Gets the instant confirmation also because of a vehicle explosion coming in. And Ajaya, I believe, is the last man standing. And he also bids bye-bye. And ASD, suddenly the tables have turned. And ASD, they bid bye-bye on the 15th spot with 0 eliminations.
Ooh, that's not a good sight. In the meanwhile, Forroy is also now taking some shots in front of them, probably from the players of Team Raw Esports, who already have lost a couple of players. Jiggle and Sleepy are out of the game. So I don't think so it's looking pretty for Raw Esports either. Forroy have already started off with their rotation. Fourth zone about to start in. So that's also something you need to take into consideration. Assassin has his crosshair trained. Any movement by the players of Team 4 Raw will be attempted to punish. But then he takes a lot of damage himself. So now needs to reset, get back into cover, play for survival points. The meanwhile, A1NB, so close to the players of Team ISSL Noob Alliance. They have been traded out. But A1NB has already lost a player. Second one also falls as Lucifer instead of Revival goes in for the confirmation. But ISSL lose players left and right. A third party from the players of Team HORAA will make things even worse.
Well, the smokes are there to help Lucifer go for the revival on his teammates, but looks like HORAA, they are going for the confirmation as Memantha has been confirmed, and HORAA literally they are hunting for the players of Noob Alliance. And one single Molotov could bring the demise of all the teammates. Lucifer literally burning and he has been taken down. And Malik HORAA with the DBS gets a confirmation point on Lucifer as well. But Noob Alliance bids bye-bye on the 14th spot with 2 eliminations. No fear, was knocked out, but easy revival should be coming in. Ignex also keeping a close eye onto the plus of GG as GG, they do have a good compound. And Leo somewhere else in the map blocking horns with the player of DXD.
Ooh, DXD now. Let's see how will they perform. Leo, they're also invited to that particular party. I believe A1 NB has also taken an exit, as I do see them completely being eliminated. TXZ out of the game. Leo finally showing up. They got that chicken in game number 1 and now have started off strong on in this game number 2 as well. A51 the players have been spotted, and this time around Aiku does not miss even a single bullet. Has been able to get that knock. Now DG19 is very cautious about where to peek, where to and how to get that revival. Roy Esposo, Zordi also might be a lost cause over here. Assassin, you better duck tail and try to survive. Otherwise, it will be a team elimination. That too with just 1 point.
Assassin at the mercy of the blue. He has to do something as the players of HORAA with those vehicles are already trying to migrate inside the circle. And Assassin taking that chip damage. No vehicle whatsoever. He has to make a quick escape inside the safety. Even the players of DRS can also spot him down. That's something he need to be worried about. Not too many first aids, but just one single first aid. But DRS, they have their own worries. They have to engage or might have to engage in the fight with the players of UG. But because of the play zone, no fear of HORAA has already been knocked out. Sanchit Rao finds the players of FPG. But DRS, well, Assassin, you shouldn't have done that. He missed out a shot on DRS player. And in retaliation, he's the one bidding bye-bye from the lobby.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Not a good sight for their team. On the other hand now, DRS, they do have a frag to their name. ENG I8 still on top of these houses, dishing out damage left and right. FPG also take that early elimination for themselves with just 1 frag. Oh my god, these teams who were in the top charts are slowly and steadily falling down. Except for ENG I8. I mean,